Hi you guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about Foundation Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed my last one with the new Laura Mercier foundation. If you haven't, I'll put that below. But we have another new foundation that I haven't heard anybody talking about, and it is the Smashbox. Let's see what exactly it's called. Studio Skin Shape Foundation, Stick Foundation. And I am in color, I don't know, let's see here, what color am I in? Foundation 1.1. So what it does is it comes with a contour side, and then it comes with a foundation side, so like a stick foundation. I'm kind of excited about to try this. I have not tried it before, but I love that the contour stick comes at an angle, and you know me, I love stick foundations. And this actually says that it's great for all skin types. It's a medium buildable coverage. It's smooth, blendable formula with a natural finish. And then the soft contour includes an angled tip for quick application and targeted application. So let's see here. And it does say this is a full-size foundation stick. So this side is a full-size foundation stick. And let's see here. I guess that's it. All right. So what we're going to do is I usually will apply a stick straight onto the face, but if I'm doing somebody else's makeup, I will put it actually on a brush first and then kind of build it up to where I need to. But, you know, we're talking about every day here. So I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to start with this amount and see if I need more. All right, and stick foundations blend in better with a brush. So I am going to take my It Cosmetics brush. You can take whatever kabuki brush you want and start to blend. Okay. So kind of right off the bat, I can tell that this foundation is more on the dry side. So stick foundations come in more kind of dry, hydrating. It depends upon the formula of that actual product, but this one definitely is more drying and kind of grabbed to my forehead a little bit. So I wonder if it would have been better with a luminizing primer underneath it, but you know what, let's really give it a go without that primer. I'm going to add a little bit more because I want a little bit more coverage. And I'm not going to put any more on my forehead because I don't like to put a ton there, as you know, but I like a little bit more coverage around the perimeter of my face on the bottom. But I just don't want to try it with a beauty blender because stick foundations usually are not meant to be used with a damp sponge. It will move it and do things that you don't want it to do. All right. Okay, this is definitely a medium coverage. This is not a full coverage. You can build it up. It feels really lightweight on the skin. I think it looks really pretty. It looks very natural on the skin, so definitely not some harsh coverage. I really think it's quite beautiful. See a little bit more up close. All right, so it's sitting beautifully on the skin. So it's definitely a medium coverage. It is not a full coverage. So this would be great for anybody that wants that kind of coverage. I'm just gonna add a little bit more right here. I do think this would be beautiful for my oilier skin girls. But my drier skin girls, I think you would really love this, but just might want to prep the skin. But you know, we're gonna see, we're gonna give it the test of today and see, you know, how it wears. All right. All right, so I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and we're gonna go outside, so I'll see you in a second. All right, you guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. So you are going to see me in the same outfit because I am doing two videos kind of back to back that I really want to try for you guys. It is the new Kevyn Aucoin concealers. I have been loving Kevyn Aucoin's makeup for so many years, and I am just so excited that they sent these to me, and I can't wait to try them. These are the claims. So I want to read you what the box says because it's pretty impressive. The art of concealing has never been so easy. Good for you and more natural looking. This high performance, lightweight formula packs a punch with a unique blend of complexion brightening pearls, high definition pigment, hyaluronic acid, which is awesome for plumping, and natural antioxidants. So it has some skincare benefits in the concealer as well, which is awesome. It also has 3D silicone film formers, which basically creates a smoother canvas if you have any fine lines and things of that nature, any crepiness under the eye. This silky medium coverage formula was developed to give optimal playtime to blend, correct, contour, and perfect face seamlessness. If it isn't enough, an oxygen complex revitalizes the skin for a super natural look, demi-satin finish, fragrance-free. So that's awesome, and it comes in a really wide variety of colors. It comes with 9 concealer colors, and then 1 color corrector. And the color corrector is this kind of peachier color. Now, I don't necessarily know if this color corrector would be peach enough for somebody that has really deep, dark circles underneath, but I think it might be lightweight enough and peach enough for somebody like me. So I'm just gonna add a dot here like this. This is what I normally would do with a color corrector. And then take my little beauty blender and get this guy in. Yeah, okay, so that color corrector is nice. Okay, it's super lightweight, not a heavy coverage, but that's good because that's what we want in a color corrector. Now I'm going to take the concealer in, let's see here, what number is this? Light EC02, and there is one lighter than this. And I'm just going to do like I normally would do. Okay, so this already off the bat is a little bit yellower than, and not as light as I would like it to be, but that's okay. I like it pretty light under the eye. So this might be great for you guys that like it to be pretty natural. I'm gonna use the lightest shade, which is Light EC1, and this is actually pretty light. So I like maybe combining this would be nice. They are yellow undertones, which is fantastic. I'm going to put that like that. So the yellow undertones is going to help color correct and conceal any discoloration that you might have under the eye. It's blending out beautifully. It is definitely a beautiful coverage. I like to apply it to my nose because that's really where I get my most coverage is with a concealer. Wow, that's really beautiful. This reminds me of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and the matte one, right in between the two, if that makes any sense. So it is still hydrating, but it's not overly luminous to the skin, but it's not super matte. No creasing yet. I'll let you look at it real close. I like that. That feels really lightweight, not a heavy coverage feeling. Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to set my face and we'll check in and see how this works. All right, so I am back. I applied a little bit of concealer. I forgot is that we have to do the contour side. All right, so I can already tell you that the foundation, I am not going to need to powder very much. This is a really pretty contour color. It doesn't look overly gray or overly kind of yellowish or reddish, which is great. I'm going to take that same brush, and I like to use the same brush that I have applied my my foundation with to blend out any kind of cream contours because it helps blend a little bit better. Okay, now remember, whenever you are blending out contour, you need to go up into where your cheek is. Okay, so the cream contour is very pigmented, very pretty, very easy to blend out, but I am noticing that it is kind of moving the foundation a little bit. So that is really pretty. That blended out gorgeous. This goes right into that hairline. That is beautiful. Okay, so that I love. That is really natural. Can you see that? That is great shaping. I love this cream contour. That is a beautiful color. Really, 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 really beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna basically set the rest of my face and I'll fast forward and do my blush and all of that. All right, so here we are in natural light. So I think the foundation looks really pretty. Please don't mind, I'm changing the sheets here. But I think that the foundation looks really pretty. I absolutely love the contour, I will tell you that. It went on so beautiful and so seamless, and it really blended into the face lovely. It's just drier than I would like, but it is super lightweight on the skin. So I'm interested to see how this wears all day and see if we can really get some great wear out of it. Plus, I did not powder this very much at all. So that's awesome. And yeah, so I really like it so far. So we'll see. I'll check in a few hours and we'll see how it goes. All right, you guys, so here is the concealer check-in. I'm just looking up so you guys can see. I barely set this. I did set it with a little bit of just the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder, and just the lightest one, and I love this, you guys. It has not creased, cracked, it doesn't feel heavy. I feel like it gives a nice coverage, but nothing too heavy. So far I am loving this. I hope it holds up all day, and I just love that it hasn't creased. That is amazing, and I didn't need to use very much, so there you go. You're not going to get as much creasing, but I still got the coverage I wanted from the actual concealer. So let's see how it goes, and we'll check in a little bit.
Hello.
Baby girl. I hold it for you. All right. Hi, you guys. So, cheese. So what I'm going to do. There you go. So there's Daddy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try this foundation out.
Look at that.
Yes.
I'm going to get it.
No, not right now. You sit with Mama. I'm going to try this actually out again tomorrow with different techniques. I'm going to try it with a beauty blender, and I'm going to try it with a primer and all of that. Reason being is I'm not super impressed with it, but I feel like it might need a little extra hand of trying it again. So we're going to call this an intermission, because look, it's totally, I don't know, it's just doing some weird stuff. It is so dry that we're going to try it again, because I want to give it a good go, because I love Smashbox and I don't want to give this foundation a bad review if it's kind of like a user error. So this will be intermission. We'll see you tomorrow when we try it again. Say bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right, hi you guys. So this is the concealer check-in for about, I'd say, 8 hours later. Whoa. 8 hours. Sorry, this is what life looks like with my baby girl healing. And so it is, hold on baby girl. Can you sit down, my love? Okay, we're almost done. No, only one hand. So it has been about 8 hours for the concealer, and I think it's a little bit dry now. So I'm wondering again if it needs a little bit more prep, or if I need to put it on with a wet beauty blender. I just feel like, you know, like I've done with the other video with the foundation, is I don't want to give this a bad review if it's just user error. So I'm going to try this again tomorrow and see if I can get it to not be so dry by the end of the day. Yes, it's 8 hours in, but this concealer is so pretty. I just want to give it another good go. So I will be back tomorrow and trying this again and letting you guys know how it's going. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, so here is day 2 of trying this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Celestial Skin Liquid Lightning by Kevyn Aucoin. And it's just a illuminating primer, and I am going to put it on my beauty blender and kind of work this into the skin. I also have really prepped my skin today with just a little bit of extra moisture and things of that nature. And I am going to be using a beauty blender today. We're gonna see if that helps. Okay, so now that the skin is radiant and ready to go, we're gonna do lines and see how this goes. I'm gonna also apply a little bit more and see if that helps as well. All right. So right off the bat, it applies so much better on the skin for my skin type with a damp beauty blender. It really blended out a lot more effectively and efficiently. I'm still not super loving how it's sitting on the skin. I pressed it in with the same foundation brush that we used the other day, and it definitely helped a little bit. I'm not super sold on it, but again, we're gonna give it a good go. We're gonna set it, do all the things we normally would, and see how that works out. But you can see that the skin is a lot more luminous than it was the day before. So let's see how that goes. Still really like the contour side. It just is a really pretty product and blends out so beautifully. All right, so back to setting. I'm going to take my CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder, and I am going to blend it with my Hourglass Diffuse Light because this is more of the matte side of things, but I'm only going to be using that just kind of over this section and with the lightest, most delicate hand ever. And I blend, when I use powders underneath the eyes, I do blend significantly different powders together because I just can't find just one that works for me. All right, you guys, so here we are in natural light. Bear with me. The construction today is out of control, literally. So here is everything done. Concealer is on. Concealer is looking really good. No creasing went on. So much better today, like a dream. So I'm super into it. The foundation, we're gonna just see. I don't know if I don't know. It went on a lot better, obviously. It feels better, but we're gonna have to see how it wears because right now, it just is not my favorite, and I have to really manipulate it to make it do what it's supposed to do. So we'll see. Let's see how it wears, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.
Cracker.
Yeah?
I need this cracker.
All right, you guys, so here's my final check-in. It has been about 8 hours for the second day of trying this foundation and concealer. I decided to combine the two together because they just work kind of seamlessly throughout this whole video. So, because I needed to give them both 2 days to work with. Okay, so I'm going to give a thumbs up to the concealer. It's going to be something that you need to make sure that you hydrate the under eye with, but it does not crease and it does not budge. So make sure you hydrate the under eye before you use it.
Please show me.
Yep, and it really is a great concealer. I have highlighted with it as well. I actually took my nose off of the foundation and applied the concealer on my nose, and that was much better because the foundation was not working. Foundation. It's hard for me to say. I gave it a good go, and I just think it's just too dry of a formula, especially for more mature skin. I just don't know. Maybe for an oilier skin type that is a lot more younger skin might be great, just for me and for my skin type. And again, I tried it for a good go, and trying it with the illuminizing primer didn't really, I mean, it helped in the beginning, but not really very much besides that. So yeah, unfortunately, the new Smashbox foundation is no go for me, unfortunately. But the contour color of that stick is definitely a go-to. I will use that one over and over again. And so I hope you enjoy seeing this little nugget here, because she's going to be home with me for the next few weeks, and so she is going to be making several appearances because we got to do videos and we got to raise this one. So I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up so I know that you like these Foundation Fridays, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, you guys. Mwah.